bum, bum, bum. Episode 9. Did I hear a niner in there?
What? You calling from a walkie-talkie?
Skilly beep boop, beep boop, skilly beep. Clash of Clans and the fans of the stands. We're here live in the sound studio at WBSMT Radio. That's Scotty's basement. I'm here with a hot Scott. That's Scotty. Go potty. Hey, Scotty, and I'm your pal, Biggity Boneyard. We're here today running episode 9. Now we gotta make it quick. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
And
Quit moving your lips when I talk, Scotty. It throws me off. All right, now what's the first topic up for discussion?
Well, today, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We've got some rumors from the internet video community that we're going to talk about what's happening in the new update coming up. It sounds like on April 15th around there, or maybe the next day, because it's usually Tuesdays, isn't it?
Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. First, I want to get into some shout-outs here. First and foremost, I want to give a shout-out to the original fans in the stands, Ellie and Lucy. Those are my two dogs. You may or may not have heard them snoring in the background.
Snoring or barking, or a siren went by, and I shut down the whole studio because they go crazy.
I'm going through the episodes, and I just hear in the background.
Now, that's not me breathing. That's a dog snoring.
Yeah, that's a dog snoring. So that's a big shout-out. They're very supportive, very loving fans in the stands.
They've been with us since day one.
Yeah. And so
listen to all this garbage. All the cut stuff, yeah, they've gone through all of it.
Yeah. So, okay, couple shout-outs to give today. First, and these are people that have chimed in on the blog and have contributed. Mr. Mullen 3, who pointed out that if you are going into a raid and you're trying to see how much gold is in the mines versus the pumps.
Versus the storage.
Yeah. You can actually see, he says, that there's a little box next to the gold storage where it comes up out of the mine and dumps in there, and as it gets filled, that thing fills up.
Yeah, just like the you can see in the pumps that they are filled or not filled. Yeah, and next to the mines, there's a little pile of gold.
Yeah, and I never think to look about that. Yeah. So I'm glad he pointed that out. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce this name, so I'm just going to go for it. Xin. Xin, from Pantheon Clan, and then also Merlin 19771 from Clash Tragics.
Okay.
And Scarface Ninja chimed back in again. He is from Jackal Heroes, if you remember, and they are apparently based in the Philippines. So big shout out to the Philippines. Yeah. And he did say that if he could change his name, he would change his name from Scarface Ninja to Penetrator, because that's what he says this game is all about.
Penetration.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got you. Bust a hole in that wall and get in there.
Had to say it.
So, toss that in there a little too often.
I know it's
who said
difficult.
It? Who said it? Who's she? I never know. Michael Scott.
I don't know.
I never know.
Yeah. It just comes out, and that's what I just said in the clan chat. I was looking through the clan chat yesterday, and I said, "Oh, all these missed opportunities for that's what she said."
That's an only but a goodie.
Yeah. Always good. So those are the shout outs from this week. Sir Titus is back on too. He's got some great ideas for Dark Elixir troops. Mm-hmm. So as we get more of those coming in, we'll start to share them. And I think next week will be our interview with Supercell. So the forum is up for questions that you have for Supercell. Get those in. We'll take some of the questions and we'll ask them.
Some of them already from our clan have already posted some questions, and
there's been some good ones out there. So get those in. The music challenge is still going on. I can't wait to see what's coming in.
I should have put a time frame on this. You should owe me a quarter for every episode. We don't have
No. It's going to go on and on.
Oh boy.
So I think Scotty 827 and the Cock Rockers will be premiering a couple new songs on the next episode coming up, and some fan songs that I know are in the works. So we'll see how those go. So that is the shout out part of this show. So thanks for listening.
So they have been shouted out.
Yeah.
Next.
Shouted out. All right. Last night in the clan, somebody posted saying that they saw video from the new update.
Oh, yeah. Beck was all about it.
Yeah, coming out, the new Dark Elixir troop, things that are going to come up in this update. So I did a bunch of research. I went scouring the internet. It wasn't too hard to find. The meetup that they had in San Francisco, the Clash of Clans meetup, someone had posted the video for the entire presentation where they talked about what's coming in the new update.
Did you see it?
I saw it. And so
How many people were there?
I don't know. I thought that would be so much fun.
Pan out and see like 8 dudes sitting there. Or what?
It sounded busy in the background, but I think it was at a bar or something. I'm not sure.
Sure,
but
right.
It sounded cool, and so they premiered a bunch of stuff, and so I went through the video and meticulously took some notes and talked. And you probably saw, because you saw some videos, didn't you?
I did not see that video. I saw a video of all the level 6 troops.
Okay.
What they turn into at level 6, all the different things.
Yeah. Whether or not that's real, we were just looking at it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was all the new dark troops, but I was wrong. It's the souped up version of all the regular troops.
Yeah.
I think.
And I just saw it and I couldn't find it, and maybe that's because I was looking in the wrong. I was looking for Dark Elixir troops.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
So,
I had to listen to it with the sound off the first time I saw it because I was in bed and the woman was sleeping. So
yeah, so we don't really know about. So we're not going to report on that till we have any more information. But they look cool if they're real.
They look super cool.
Yeah. So, and they have cool names, but this was,
and they got cool powers. The healer, if a healer turns into a dark healer and does damage and heals at the same time, that's definitely worth investing.
That'd be cool. It could be Photoshop magic, but we'll check it out. We'll check it out, and maybe we'll ask Supercell about those things. Confirm or deny.
That's happening.
Yeah. So okay. So here's the things that I found out from the video.
Hit me.
First of all, they are going to a league format. And I don't really quite know the particulars, but based on your trophy, you enter a league and you get bonuses and things like that based on your league. So it was just a brief overview in the video. It's not based on your clan, it's based on your trophy. So it's like individual things. But from that, in each league, you also get bonuses when you win a battle and stuff. And so the one I saw was like 4,000 extra gold or 4,300 and then some dark elixir. So there's more incentives.
Yeah, to battle, I guess. Yeah, that's cool.
And they said
it'll be interesting to see how people get in there and use that to their own advantage, like subvert the system, like dropping trophies and all that, how we do some people play like that.
But it looks like you get more reward for going up. But they said in the video that they had planned it from the beginning. Check it out. You can YouTube the San Francisco meetup.
San Francisco meetup.
Yeah.
That's what she said. She didn't even say it, but that's fucking sounds
I can't even believe Paul Hogan hasn't come in here yet.
Yeah, wait for Mr. T to show
up. So the big one in that video was the Golem.
Right, the new troop.
The new troop, which costs about 300 dark elixir.
Oh, cripes.
Yeah, but it does a lot of damage. It gets way more hit points than the P.E.K.K.A.
Slow?
But when it dies, it splits into 2.
Huh.
So it's 2 smaller things. So it seems like it'd be an awesome troop to have, but and we'll come back to that because
I wonder what it's
the video looked cool, but that looks like the new level 4 Dark Elixir Barrack looks like will be in the new update coming out.
Oh, it's gonna take so long to do.
So when we get to what we have been doing, then we can
get to that.
Yeah. And the coolest thing, and in a couple of the videos, they broke down, here are the cool things coming out, but this was the one from the main video that I thought was the coolest one. The walls, when you select the row, you can now rotate.
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. Yeah.
So that would be really cool.
Good job, Supercell.
Yeah.
All you need to do is add one little button and...
Yeah, now you can turn them, and... So I know I need to do a big rearrange.
I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm waiting.
But I'm not...
Me too.
I'm not touching it.
I'm waiting. Yeah, for sure.
So Hidden Tesla, level 7. Looks badass.
Yeah.
I still got a ways to go to get up there.
I think all of mine are on level 2.
The clan leader has a button that leaves a message for the clan for a certain amount of time.
Fantastic.
And it stays at the top.
I've been saying it all along, clan mail,
Yeah.
Even if the leader, because these are the rules to the clan, blomp.
Yeah.
Here's everybody do this, blomp, if you want to,
this has been happening, you guys have been really douchey. This is the new policy.
Yeah, of course, Ryan's just gonna leave funny ass shit the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be something really dumb's written there.
It sounds like a cool power to have, though. I mean, imagine what you could do with it.
The next step is, of course, person-to-person mail, but that's probably a whole nother set of servers.
And I kind of think in some ways that would lead to a lot of
abuse. Because I've played other games where they have that kind of thing where they have
you could get coalitions inside there, like.
Well, you have to have moderators, like people who are in charge. They're not getting paid, but they have to be on. They're a different color, and they have to be on. Like if somebody's swearing or whatever, they got to be like, "Hey, don't do that."
That would work very well in our clan.
Well, and I don't ever hang out on the globe chat in this game, and that some of that stuff happens. Usually, it's just
but you can get banned.
Please join me. Oh, join me. I'll give you a pekka right now. Join me. Bunch of whiners.
I resisted that one.
But if you could mail people directly, yes, there were people that would be writing other people some dirty stuff. But it's so much easier than dealing with you can write somebody a message. You can write a person a message, and then they can get it whenever.
But then think about it though. You could start whole coups in the clan if you could do person to person. Let's boot these people. Do this.
Well, yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean. It would be a different dynamic. All of a sudden, you're kicked out.
And here's the thing: of the millions of people that play this game, I only want to do it so I can chat with less than 50 people that are in my clan.
Yeah.
Really, I don't care about anybody else
Yeah.
Although I think a lot of it would be. Ha ha ha! I just kicked your ass, you nerd.
Oh, you
send you'd be sending
you mean
people
player to player chat?
Yeah, player to player.
Anybody.
That would get abused.
Yeah, I was thinking just within your clan.
Yeah, and within your clan that'd be awesome. It's not as necessary for the whole game. I mean, but player to player, because how many times would you have just loved to wrote a guy a message and I just bashed you, nerd, suck it, and then of course if somebody did that to me, I'd be furious.
Yeah, and then you can't revenge them anymore. So it'd be like getting the last word.
Yeah, right. Revenge you, son.
But then all the people that revenge you, you'd be like, son of a bitch.
And the thing was, the difference between that other game I was talking about and this one is that you could go and attack anybody you wanted if you knew where they were on this map. I'm not really going to get into details because I don't really want to advertise that as another game. Anyway, you could go. You could send if people in your own clan. You could send them resources.
Yeah,
and you can send you stuff. And if you knew you're on this little island, you could attack people around you, or if they're far away, you could get them. And once you knew where somebody was. So there's all these alliances, all the different leagues have all, don't attack him, they're friends with us. And it's really, it's kind of ridiculous because it's just everything on the.
That's probably what's good about it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, right.
It stays.
You can't keep bashing a nerd over and over and over again. That would be, you can't pick on people because I've done that in another game. We made a guy quit because.
God.
Well, he was like the world's
nerd bullying,
leading asshole, and he was 11 years old. And he had no manners, and he just would write filth. And then finally, I goaded him into doing it enough times where he got muted for 9,999 hours, which was the most you could do, which is like 40 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so then
he couldn't get his mom's name and send it to
him. Then he took and started, just mailing people directly. And he hated me. He was just constant.
Yeah.
And then I built a city right next to him and just attacked him. He had a shield for a little while, but it was an account I made just to fuck with this guy. So I put my capital city right next to on his. He had a few things, and I just attack him. And then every time I checked it. It was the only thing I did. I just collected my resources. My main account, which was pretty big, just kept dumping stuff on it, so it jacked it up really high.
You basically just did a whole reason why that shouldn't be allowed in the game.
Right.
What you want.
Right.
And then basically
being able to pick people to fight is it can be abused. And
and that Louis C.K., that comedian or whatever, I just watched a special where he's talking about he hates this 5-year-old in his kid's class.
I see that. I just saw that myself, yeah.
So you're like, this 11-year-old is wrecking your life.
He really, I just made me furious.
And you're still steaming.
But we made him quit. He disappeared, and everybody was happy. He made other accounts, and people found him out because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. We got those accounts muted, and they were nowhere near as high. So we would just like
So,
he let me. I talked him into. I was like, okay, listen, if you're gonna, and then after a while, it was if you behave, I will join your clan and I will bring all my resources to it, your league, and you just got to behave and I will hook you up. And he's like okay, he's like okay, and then it took like an hour for him to start fucking around. And so I don't know why he thought he believed me, but I talked him into making me his president.
God.
Like, I'll take care of this, so let me do it so I can donate all this money. And he's like, okay. And I kicked him out, and I dismantled the clan, and I made it.
So take that, 11-year-old.
Yeah.
It was a great day in Boneyards.
That was funny because and everybody in the league in the Globe chat was.
And this is not Clash of Clans, by the way.
They were so proud.
Okay.
Anyway, so picking certain people to fight will get abused.
Yeah.
Male to male, you could always.
Well, we see how it ended up, Boneyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you could do is, well, I mean, it still happens, but he deserved it. And there were other people that were way stronger than me that if I was doing that to somebody that didn't deserve it, they would come and crush me.
Right.
And that happened.
Okay, let's get back to Clash of Clans because I can tell like your face is getting flushed, you're sweating profusely.
That was a lot of work.
All right. So other pieces from the update.
Well, to wrap up, picking people directly will get abused. Mailing people directly is super useful because, especially in a clan, maybe you could only have it in a clan.
Okay.
But the trick would be to have a button that you can block people.
Right.
And then done.
Right.
That would be part of it. That would be the.
Okay, so I talked about the level 4 Dark Barracks and the Golem, GOLLEM. Go check it out online. It looks cool. Should be out within a week. The bubbles are back, so when you instead of having to tap the mine, you can tap the bubble thing above it. It sounds like it was a glitch that they fixed. So awesome because I always mess up. It looks like there's going to be a notification above the clan castle that says, clan castle is empty. So it'll remind you to request troops.
No, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
I'd like to be able to.
I think that's what I understood.
I'd like to be able to remove the little shield that says Minnesota Nice across my castle because I'd like to see my castle. Is that,
You'd like to gaze lovingly on it.
Well, it's just like there's something written across. It's like when you have something updating and you're like, thing's right there, and I can't,
Or at least customize a billboard so you could make it all cool.
You just they have the little shield. Everybody picks their little shield. Have it like on the side of the castle, like it's customizable.
So you can admire your pride and joy.
It would look cute there.
Yeah,
it would look cute.
So the other cool thing that I thought, balloons now are gonna be a little bit better. The balloons, when they get killed, they now, instead of just disappearing, they fall like a torpedo and do splash damage.
Well, that's cool.
So, I mean, that would make the balloon a little bit. Yeah, and it looks pretty cool. So you send them in, and then, wherever it's at, it just falls right down and blows up and does some damage.
I wonder what kind of, how much damage. Probably not much.
Well, enough.
It's got all those bombs inside of it, I guess. They've got that little skeleton was dropping on people.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. So we'll see how it goes. But those are just the things from the video that I took away. Tried to find out more about Dark Elixir troops, but it looks like Golem is the next one coming out in the new update. And they said it was on March 29th. They said within 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks, the update would happen, which would put it at about April 15th. Somewhere around
with our 6 month or 6 week
program. It would be like,
we thought,
like the version history. So things are getting fixed. I bet that clan chat glitch will be fixed about the time.
That's great.
Yeah. So it looks really cool.
All right. So new stuff.
What have you been up to, Boneyard?
3 sleepy builders. But I've got I'm doing my air defenses because they're cheap, only $1 million. I've got my second Dark Barrack on its way to Hog Rider status. Now, my minions are now level 2. I haven't even had a chance to use them yet because I just found out when I sat down here.
That's awesome.
I still have 4 days till that second Hog Rider, so I can't have minions swarm.
And the Hog Rider swarm.
Well,
yeah. Well, so what else? What else have you been upgrading? I know we're doing this recording a little bit earlier than we normally would, so we haven't done a ton since.
All my mortars are now level 6, which I'm happy about.
Those are the scariest mortars.
Yep. Well, level 6 and then level 7 is topped out, and I'm going to get those up there as soon as I can. Oh, God, $3.2 million for each one. Ugh.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, I'll get there.
And we've been talking about sleepy builders.
Boy, if I get 3 million, I'm gonna have to think real hard about just saving till 4 million and go to level 9.
The town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been.
Can you upgrade your level 9 town hall yet?
No.
Okay.
And I don't know if they will have it. I didn't hear anything about a level 10 in the update in that video, but who knows? They probably didn't give away all the best stuff.
Yeah, I saw the thing that I was looking at. There was a level 10 town hall, and that you could put a defense on top of it, like you could combine it with something.
Yeah.
And maybe that was somebody was fucking around.
Yeah, it could have been Photoshop. Yeah. So we're not reporting on that officially, but if we find out anything, that'd be cool. I'm still working on my air defenses. I finally I'm working on my second level 4 Dark Elixir drill. And now based off of what I saw, with the update and things, I'm more convinced than ever it's going to a Dark Elixir economy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I got my Dark drill up to level 3 now.
Yeah.
And that's nice to come back to 450 instead of 280
or
whatever it was, 250, and now it's 450. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of dark and I'm using it because when it was upgrading, I ran out making minions.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, I am all barbs and archers until I can find a score. And I did.
And that's the nice thing about the level 9 town halls. I have the 2, so I have 1 going. Yeah. I would be just doing both if I could, but the next level to get it to level 5, 6 million elixir.
God damn.
I went from 4 million. I thought, okay, the next one will be 5. No, 6 million. So
should have went to the wiki. They tell you that.
My goal is to save 1 million elixir a day till I get that. And there's so many other things that I need to upgrade, but I'm like, just go with your instinct and keep doing those pumps, even though it's painful and long. And
no, because you're gonna want to do once you instead of doing like the dark barracks with elixir, and you can make better dark troops.
Yeah.
You're going to want to have the juice to be able to make those troops first.
Right.
Yeah, I can make a bunch of Valkyries and golems.
It's what I did
once a day because I don't have any dark elixir. Yeah.
It's it's one of those things I didn't do with the other pumps. So I'm definitely going to just
that was
eat it
after we talked about it last time. I made sure to get my drill up to as high as I could.
Yeah, the first level 4 is at 60 per hour. The next level level 5 goes up 20 extra per hour.
So it's up to 80?
Yeah. So, I mean, the good thing is it doesn't take that long for them to, 5 days, I think it is, for them to upgrade.
Yeah, right. It was, I think to get to level 3 was only like 3 days.
Yeah, so that's good. But, so I've only actually have 1 out of my 5 builders are sleepy because I got my 2 expos working. Which means this week...
2 expos?
Yeah, I got my second expo.
God, all right, yeah, I'm at level 9. And Town Hall level 9, here I come.
That's I still have... But you know what? I'll tell you something about level Town Hall 9. Level 9 Town Hall. I will never go below 1,400 trophies again in my entire life. I was stuck in those damn 1,300s for days because by the time I found somebody with loot, I think I was just too over eager to get it. But as soon as I think I'm sitting at 1,550 right now, and I'm getting really nice matchups where I can walk in and come out with 200K elixir.
Huh.
So I'm staying up there.
I wonder what the thing is behind that. Like,
well, because remember, you get penalized when you are a town hall level two above whatever you're.
Oh yeah, right.
So you're not getting that much elixir.
Yeah, right. I'm still town hall level 8, so I can hang out in. Right now, I've got 1238 trophies. Yeah. And I can still get halls.
So it took me forever.
I actually did a bunch of trophy drop, and I was in the mid. I was like 1350, and I dropped it down to 12 because I wasn't getting anything in the 13s. But I'm not doing it with. So I went back down, and I could walk over some dudes.
There's no way I'm a trophy drop now because I'm so impatient. If you're down there and you're just using the minimum troops, then you do all right.
Actually, what I was doing was going through my revenge list with a full army. And if I could take some from the guy, and I was like, I don't care about trophies right now, so I'd make sure to get like the builders in the corners, and then take out, I'd send in enough barbs to see if his pumps and mines, which are all on the outside, are holding anything. If they're holding, even 50 or something like that, 50 grand, I'd go and just take those out and then get out of there.
Yeah. And
with like 30 or 40 barbs.
And I was trying to get trophies back, and it was just a nightmare. So I hit that 1400 level and just kept going, and I'm getting much better matchups, which means I'm not wasting so damn long on these trying to raid.
Use your utilize your revenge list.
I've been trying, but you know what? I go look. The guy's got a shield, doesn't have shield either.
Well, you go through the whole list. Ding, 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 ding.
I know,
once you find somebody, even if they don't got nothing to take, just drop a barb and get out of there.
Oh, to close it out.
Yeah, close it out. You drop some trophies to stick around. You go to the next one. And you go, online, has a shield, Next one, you're like, oh, this guy's got 300 of each.
Yeah.
Can I get it right now? I've got a full army. I'll just go and get what I can out of those pumps and mines.
Yeah, but now I don't want to drop trophies anymore.
Then it's different, yeah.
Because, already today I've played, 5, 6, 7 battles, I think. And I have already almost made 1 million elixir, which...
That's good.
It's got to go a lot faster than the other ones.
I like to pick up about 200 of each if I can.
Yeah, and I could, I'd finally find one that had like 200, and for some reason I go in and just get smashed. I think I was just like overly greedy about it, and so
you're thinking about it too much, so you're taking too long to put your guys in, and they're getting killed because there's not a swarm.
And so that's I guess a side effect of going up to level 9, and I didn't quite realize it was going to be that bad. But, I like to attack in a different way than you do. I like
sneaky.
I like my my giants and stuff, and I have been using about 5 or 6 minions every time because they're nice to go in once things are cleared off. And I'll send them in, and all of a sudden I can't see them anymore. They're gone. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think they got shot down.
And then you see one flying around down at the bottom. Because they do take weird turns.
Yeah.
Like they split up, and one guy will just go totally to the left and leave the group. And he'll go, I'm going to travel down to the bottom corner of the thing and just kill this thing.
Yeah.
Like, where did you come from?
Yeah. I know. And then, the battle's almost over, and there's, that flying pig spitting on something. I'm like, oh, God, he survived. But, I noticed that the wizard towers aren't that great against them.
No,
they can get like 3 or 4 hits in before.
Yeah, and they go down fast because the minions are pretty strong. Their biggest problem is those floating mines.
Yeah, because they must have splash damage. Those float.
Yeah, they have to. Well, they do because
Yeah.
I saw my guys swarming in, and those balloons went up, and they followed them for a while. They didn't just go up and explode. They followed them until they caught up to them. And two of them were following them along, and they exploded, wiped out like 40 minions.
Flying minion stalkers.
A whole cloud of blue spit, and these stupid balloons came in and blew them up.
They're kind of cool troop though, but they work awesome against the Barb King because it has nothing to swing at.
Uh-huh.
All right, so what else then?
That was what we got some phone calls.
We got some phone calls, 2 phone calls from the same person.
Let's hear it.
All right. And they didn't leave a name. I think they must be a groupie of yours, Boneyard, because it was all about Murdoch and the
play it. I haven't heard it. Let's hear it.
Okay, here it is.
I pity you that's got to carry this fool all the way across South Africa because I've been on a plane for 19 hours. You drugged my ass.
You drug my ass.
Drug me my ass. I've been on a plane for 19 hours.
I pity the muse. Gotta carry this fool. Very nice. Very nice. That sexy voice out there in radio land.
Yeah.
I like you.
How does it start? I pity.
I pity the mules. Got to carry this fool all the way across South America. You drug my ass.
Must be your biggest groupie, Boneyard.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I have no idea who that could possibly be. Called
yeah,
in,
who knows? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So keep your phone calls coming. Even fun ones.
Yeah, we love it here at ClashofClansPodcast.com.
Yeah. So I guess today we're gonna kind of wrap up the podcast.
Yeah, it's getting late. I gotta on a short leash. I gotta get to delivering a scroll saw to my buddy, and then it's time for poker.
It'll probably be one of our shortest episodes in a while, but we've got the big ones coming up.
Yeah, we gotta get ready for that.
Yeah,
we're talking about some other stuff. You did have an interview with BD you wanted to put in there.
Yeah. So last week we talked about clans and those type of things, and I want to mention something first before we get into the interview.
Okay.
The one thing I thought about clans, we had a clan member join lately, and he's not from Minnesota, he's from a different time zone. And when you were talking last week about ideas, about finding people to join your clan. Hey, I like soccer.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was a really good rule might be, hey, ask people where they're from, in the same vicinity because and when they play, because if they're playing at different times of the day,
it's night for night and day,
then you might not get the troops that you want, or it might look like people are inactive, but they're really not because they're at different places. So
I hear that.
I kind of thought that might be something.
That's interesting because we're all in Minnesota, so we're all on the same schedule. Well, not on the same schedule, but we're all on the same time zone, and so you get people who play throughout the day, and then you get like some of our clan plays all night long, and so
so
last night it was, I can't remember who it was, said 3 a.m, got a full clan castle in like 40 seconds. Awesome.
That was Gore Dominator.
Yeah, way to go clan or something like that.
Yeah, I love this clan. So I thought that was kind of a cool thought because I'm like,
makes sense.
Yeah, because about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, all of a sudden people are requesting troops. You're getting troops and whatnot, and so that's something that you might want to consider. So this week I did a brief interview with BD. He's the guy that does a lot of clan stuff on the
wiki page.
On the wiki page, BlazedDragon. And so I just want to play you. I asked him some questions about clan, what he's doing with his clan. He's been doing some really cool stuff, and I think that the league system's probably going to benefit him.
I'm interested to see what that's all about.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's going to be neat.
So here is the brief interview with BD talking about clan and how he does it. It's really good to see out there how other people's clans work and those type of things. So here it is. Welcome, BD, to the podcast again. It's good to have you here.
He wasn't ready.
That's right, I wasn't. We did an interview before talking about clans, and sorry about the sound problems, but I think this gives us a good chance because there's been a lot of discussion about clans lately, on the blog and things like that. So do you just want to give a little bit of background about you and your clan?
I started my clan on December 10, 2012. Yes, I tracked that down.
Awesome.
And then there was this, you know how global is like, there's so many, join us. No, join us.
Right, yeah.
Right? Yeah. No, I didn't say anything about join us because I don't want to be like them. I just chat. And then all of a sudden I see this player. He looked really cool. Even though he was a low player, he still looked cool.
Cool.
So I invited him, and then he joined me. And then we had a blast.
Cool. So
now we have like 50 players and...
Cool. So when you first started, you started by yourself. You went to the globe chat and you didn't do the join me thing. You just did the chat. You got to know people. You got your first clan member. How long was it before you actively were recruiting, or did it just kind of take off right away?
It did.
Okay. How long would you say before your clan was pretty much full?
Around a month or 2.
So, what is the hardest part of being the leader?
Well, putting your clan in order. Like as in, a few players want this, but then a few players don't. But, it's chaos. So I have to make the final decision. And then I'm afraid that a few people will just leave because of that decision. But nothing has happened like that before.
Can you, I guess, give an example of the types of decisions that you have to make?
Well, last week we just released a new trophy limit system that we're trying out to bring us up higher, and it's been going really well. There's a few players, I'm not going to say any names.
Okay.
A few players doesn't like it, but they haven't even left yet.
Okay.
But a few of them have been kicked, but...
You talk about a trophy system. I saw kind of a brief picture of it before, but what's the goal of it, and I guess how is it working, or how does it work?
Every week, the clan limit will be raised every 20 trophies, and from Monday to Friday, every player has to be over that limit. Well, last week we started with 1100. So this week we're going 1120.
Okay.
And if players haven't reached the limit by Friday, they'll be kicked. But then they can tell us if they are going to be inactive for a few days. On Saturday and Sunday, it will be free days. So our players can go as low as they can, up to only 1,000 trophies to farm.
is this a goal to make your clan stronger, more competitive, or is this to just, encourage active players?
All three.
All right. What advice would you give somebody who's thinking about creating a clan?
Be very passionate about your clan. Don't like give up or anything, cause well, what's the point in spending 40,000 gold when you're not even gonna, work on it?
Right, and I imagine there's a lot of other time that goes into it too, like the recruiting,
Yeah.
and then like you said, managing your clan, especially if it's not all pulled together. If people are from everywhere, and like our clan is made up from a lot of people nearby or people who know each other, but when that's not a factor, I mean, I can imagine could be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You probably read Sir Titus's comments on the blog. Do you have any thoughts about, or would you give him any advice? What would you tell Sir Titus?
Wait, hold on. Was he the leader or was he?
I don't know. It's not really clear.
If you were the leader in those clans, just keep being passionate. Don't worry if a lot of players leave. I had that once, and it was like I got really worried, but we're better now.
Right. I know that we've talked about how being a clan leader is tough and keeping your clan together. And hopefully, if that video on the internet is correct about the new update, there'll be a way that you can better communicate, just a single message from your clan leader, right? That they'll be able to see it. I know that you've been working on something to kind of bring your clan together, and do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. Well, before I knew about the update, I started thinking about making a website, and then I talked about it in my clan, and then one of the players, he suggested a forum instead, because it's much better. You don't have to do a lot of stuff.
So you could chat or like post things and people could read it.
You don't have to go player to player. Just post something there, and then a player you don't see in the clan, you just it'll just reply.
So what did you create on this website? And I've seen it, and it looks pretty cool. And I like how you gave background, on your homepage about when the clan started and all of that. What kind of information do you plan on giving to your clan?
Well, I just wanted to go on it and then get announcements. Sometimes important, sometimes not, but.
I think it's an awesome idea for communicating to people in your clan. I know we've talked about it.
And if someone wanted to send this guy a picture about his base or an epic raid that they've done or something weird they saw, they can just post it here.
One other thing that I saw on your website that's really cool, and so maybe I'll ask this question in two parts. Well, the first thing that I saw that's really cool about on your website is that you put in there that you're a clan from all over the world. You put in there a link to a time zone calculator.
Because sometimes in announcements, I might put in a time, so that's why I put in a time zone converter, so they don't have to look it for themselves.
So is your clan all worldwide, or do you have people that you know? Do you have, I guess, do you have a general idea of the makeup of the clan, or is it just people from everywhere?
Some players know each other, some players don't. We even had one Bruneian, some in the Philippines, and a few players in Canada.
Okay, so you guys are really all over in terms of time zones. Does that serve as a challenge for you?
I guess so, when I'm planning events or something.
So do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, there's this one guy, he really wants this shout-out.
All right.
He wants me to say it in his exact words. Azim, awesome.
Azim, awesome. You have been shouted out. Very nice. Any more shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to my clan Dragonites, every single player.
All right, go for it.
ZU, Lord Voldemort, William BMW, Dragon Rider me, Azim Alidin, Alex Gamer, Nick, Remay Fab, Dan Mon, Ultimate Gamer, Mod Katep, The, Joachim H, T-Man 8777, The Super Acti, Hammer, Noisy Knuckles, Miso 5, Baxis, Haga, 26, Ajimenez 998, Chun, Dennis, J Biggles 13, Avila, Rahat, Cool Dude 8484, Sergi or Sergi, Maxi 1980, If I Was Jake Forever, me, BlazedDragon, ZXC, Siam the Best, Dokugan, MXS, Olvi, Philly dollar 495, B.CE, Jack, Stone Mason 103, Nur Naamani, Sleep-Ins, JD Wheeler, Osama Tuguft, Great Finn, Endermaster, Frostblade, Omar, Tailfer, and Jeremy.
All right. You officially
that's-
have the longest shout out ever. So Boneyard couldn't be here today for this interview. Is there anything you would like to say to him?
Interwebs? Suck it, nerd.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, BD, thanks for being here again. We'll hope to hear more about your clan and stuff coming up in future episodes, and like to find out how your website's working and how it's helped with your clan. So thanks.
Yeah, so if you're still talking about clans, just ring me. Give me a shout.
All right, and they can find you on the wiki.
HTTP clashofclans.wiki.com/wiki/message_wall : BlazedDragon.
And we'll put up a link too on the site. All right. So if you want to check out BD's page, BlazedDragon,
Nice.
you can check out the Dragon Knights page. We'll post that link, and we'll post the link to his wall on the wiki where you can ask him questions. So thanks, BD.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a
right.
call if you want to talk about clans again.
All right, clash on, nerd.
Yeah, clash on.
Well, thanks for your interview there, BD. I know that putting up a Scotty isn't all that hot.
Yeah.
I should know. Anyway.
He'd be doing more interviews if he knew how to work the computer.
Probably.
Instead of his postage stamp
I
phone.
don't know how to look it up even.
And yeah, we pretty much made it through most of the episode without much talk of Crocodile Dundee, which is
I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just the first.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. You guys have any comments or questions? Leave it at leave it at comments@clashofclanspodcast.com. You can also call us at our phone number and leave a voicemail at 424-27-CLASH.
What was that, Boneyard?
424-27-CLASH. Leave us a voicemail.
I'm so glad we got that number. Otherwise, can you imagine?
424-794-239-4. Call us. We'd figure out a word.
Yeah.
Call us at 424. I'd spell it. I dare you.
Yeah. So, yeah, give us a call. Leave us a voicemail, questions. Remember that important interview's coming up very soon, so get your comments in.
Any comments or questions you have for Supercell, leave them there, either on the voicemail or here at the blog.
Yeah, and check out the blog. It's people are chiming in. It's kind of funny to hear what people are
I know
writing.
that there's a lot of posts on there. People, read through it. I know that my buddy T Money is looking at it now. I think he's at his mom's birthday party, and he's the guy I made that zombie movie with.
Oh yeah,
and so he's listening to it with his old man, who probably thinks it's like, I don't know, because they don't play the game, so I don't know. But
it's like foreign language, nerd speak. I don't even know it's
weird.
Except for like A-team references.
And that's what I said. I said ClashofClansPodcast.com, episode 8 is hilarious, because I was like, you're not going to understand any of the rest of it.
Yeah. The donkey and Mr. T, that all works. So.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
So, well, thanks for listening. We'll keep you updated. The updates coming. My advice this week would be work on that elixir and work on saving up, work on upgrading your dark drill, dark barracks, those type of things, because the next troop is coming and he looks badass.
It's going to take forever.
And it might be a great week too, based on what that video said, to upgrade your balloons. If you're not upgrading anything or researching.
Yeah, that's probably super cheap, actually. They're not, at least to get them started up to 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, I've got 4. I haven't used them, but now, I'm waiting to do minion round 2. But that's going to be a few days.
I don't think
left.
I'm going to ever get away from the swarm technique. I don't. Now that I can make a full army in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you probably would have said that about gobs, too.
Well, I don't even use those anymore. But
see, because you got your minions, the Minion King.
Maybe I should go all minion and gob swarms.
Maybe we should do a short movie called Boneyard the Minion King.
Boneyard the Minion King.
Fly, my minions. Fly.
Do my bidding. Ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Spit.
I thought, ho. I'll be the Minion King, be the Elvis King.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, fly my minions. Oh, thank you, man. I said, well, hey, mama. I said, well, hey, Minion, come on over here and fly on there and spit on that guy for me. I said, well, hey, y'all now.
Every week I learn you have new talents.
I do a pretty good Elvis, huh? Let me tell you. I said, well, hey, man.
All right.
I said, well, hey, mama. That's it for us for here at WBSMT Radio. That's Scotty's Basement. I'm your big pal, Biggity Boneyard. I'm here with my main man, Scotty. We're down here ready to leave your comments at clash@clanscodpodcast.com. That's us. And have a good day, man.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening. Clash on.
So, well, hey, mama. Skilly beep beep.